Welcome, folks, back here at the 2019 Twin Cities Film Fest here at the Shops at the Westin, and of course, the beautiful Showplace Icon Theater. I'm your host, Geoff Briley, and I have some filmmakers here, some very talented filmmakers with the Rabbit's Tail. Is that correct?
A rabbit.
A rabbit tail. I apologize. A rabbit tail. And
many people said it that way, so I think that's a very common confusion.
there you go, a rabbit tail. Now, introduce yourself, your name, and your role in partake in the film.
Sure. My name is Cici Yixuan Wu. I was the producer and production designer of the film.
I'm Sebastian Schnabel. I was the director and writer and editor.
Mike Chrysomalis. I was the cinematographer and co-writer.
All right. Well, as the director and writer, tell me a little bit about the film itself and kind of what influences or experiences that you took to write this film.
Right. It's a very unusual film. I always say it's a coming-of-age story. It's a conflict between a young college grad and her mother, and she has like a certain idea of how her life should be like, and so she kind of feels like her mother's putting her on this like performance of like, this is how your life's supposed to be. So what we did is we placed it in a theater setting, so it's all happening in a theater, like on stage, off stage, and there's an audience judging what the characters do essentially, and it's all this whole energy of like what's happening, how do you behave when your mask is on, when you're like off stage, on stage, like how are you different? Yeah, and we were very much inspired by social media, by the whole concept of, who are you outside on social media in public and who are you inside, so.
Interesting. So now you had a script, or was a lot of that improv as well, and then kind of with the viewers from the theater aspect, how did that flow?
It was very scripted. So we had a script. It was really funny because originally it was part of like a feature script. Really, it was more like a side story that we felt could be a short film, and then we just went into it. And suddenly, at that point, it was just the story of those characters, and then it developed more into this theater concept. And that was really just, that happened on the way, and we started experimenting, just adding more and more of these elements. But yeah, for example, the audience, they were, like, it was all scripted. It was actually really fun. So when we got the audience reaction shots, I essentially, for a lot of it, I was on stage, and I was basically giving these, like, directions of, like, react this way, these are the cues, now something, like, weird is happening. So that we get these, like, reactions from them, and it was really, really fun. It was this, like, interaction between this group of audience and, like, us on stage, really, and it's, like, it was really fun.
That seems amazing, and of course different. You don't really hear a lot of short films, or even films particularly, doing that and having kind of a live action. So as a cinematographer, how was it then kind of getting and putting the edit splits along with so many interactions? Kind of your perspective on it.
Working with the large group of extras was interesting. Sebastian handled it really well, though.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it was an interesting process. Obviously, for most of the scenes on stage between the family, we didn't have the extras there, so it's like hiding that and then coming back later to get all the reaction shots of the audience to match. Yeah, it was a fun process. Every time we shoot, we always like push our boundaries a little further, and this was one of those instances. Yeah.
I'm kind of curious. You said you all took it on stage then, correct? How long does this kind of take to process from the beginning of writing the script all the way until post? How long did this take you guys?
Well, it was a long process. I think the script, the idea of, it started probably a year before, or at least half a year before we started shooting, and it changed like just through time, and you two did many revisions, and we had brainstorming sessions all the time and talking about like one line of the script, all that. But once we shot everything, the post-production was actually really fast.
Yeah, the shooting and post-production was really, I think, was like about a month of they were like, we had some really unusual shoots in between, so that extended this whole production time a little bit of like over a few weeks. We had a few packed shooting days, and then we had there's one kind of more experimental type scene in there, and that was more like stretched out over several times where we just like came together again and did that. But and then the post-production probably also just another month and a half or something. Yeah. So that was really quick in the end. Yeah.
Is this your first time here at the Twin Cities Film Fest?
Our first time at the Twin Cities Film Fest.
All right, well, welcome. Any other goals or plans or projects you're working on?
Yes, actually, we are finally working on a new film right now, and we're really excited about it. We're kind of in the. I was writing script for like several months now already again, and just kind of like playing around again. We just did some brainstorming sessions on it, getting some feedback and like seeing how it works. And it's actually also kind of coming of age story, but very different. But it's going to be interesting too. It's going to be interesting.
We're definitely looking forward to seeing that. Of course, we're looking forward to see A Rabbit's Tale. Thank you again for coming here at the 2019 Twin Cities Film Fest here at the red carpet. Again, sponsored by Ballard Spar. And good luck and have fun, right? All right. Thank you.